Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chana and this is Jar of Fireflies. Here I make videos all about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of 4. And today we'll be going through a day in my life with a lot of Shabbat cooking. Yes, folks, today is Thursday, not Friday. Why am I filming Shabbat prep on Thursday? Because Fridays are crazy busy these days and the day is short and there's not enough time. All right, so before we get too far into this video, I want to give a big thank you to today's sponsor, Babbel. Babbel is one of the top language learning apps in the world. Its intuitive lessons help you learn a language through real-life conversations. Now, I want to learn a language to speak to my mother-in-law better. My broken Hebrew and her broken English is only getting us so far, but she speaks French and I used to speak French, so I'm using Babbel to brush up on my French so that we can have better conversations. As we start this new year, one of my goals is to be able to converse with her better the next time I see my wonderful mother-in-law. I chose to use Babbel because it is scientifically proven to help you start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Babbel also offers a 20-day money-back guarantee, and it's one of the top language learning apps in the world. Now, y'all know I love to learn from books, but for language learning, this app is so much more helpful because I get to hear the pronunciation along with seeing the words, and I can hear my own pronunciation as I talk back with the app, and I can adjust as needed.
Bonjour Charles. Bienvenue à Paris. Challah. Tbsp.
It's so easy to just carry my phone with me and use the app while I'm tidying up around the house. It just makes learning the language so much more convenient for me. Now, I know you're probably wondering how you can get this app for yourself. And of course, I have left a link for you in the description box below and in my pinned comment. So pop on down, click my link and get 60% off your subscription. And while you're there, drop down to the comments as well and let me know which language you would like to learn and why. I would really love to hear. All right, and now let's get back to my day. So as I said, today is Thursday. Got a lot of Shabbat prep for today. We are having guests this weekend, so I'm very excited about that. And there are some new dishes and some old dishes that I wanted to make today. So I'll take you along for the new recipes and probably the old recipes too, because hey, why not? And of course, we've got school and I don't even know what else. I have a to-do list somewhere in here. Updates. Okay, I also want to update you on the whole schoolroom situation. Okay, hold on. Let's go in there. Okay, now we're in the classroom space. Schoolroom, classroom. I don't even know what I want to call it yet. Okay, so it is still a work in progress, but we have made a lot of progress here the last couple of days. So I am really excited about that. The couch is still in the room, so the couch does still need to go. And once the couch leaves, I can move the puzzle table over and the whiteboard will have a home. So it'll look much more like I envision it at that point, but you can get kind of the basic gist of it now, and we started using it yesterday. The kids love it. Oh my gosh, the kids love it. Let me show you. All right, so over here we have got our science wall. Our curriculum has us put a lot of, terms that are defined and different information, visual stuff up on a wall. So that's our science wall. There's the whiteboard. It's just there temporarily. There we have all of our artist study stuff there hung up on the wall, a space to just keep rotating out as we do different artists. We've got our map there of the world because we refer to that often, and now it's here in the room with us. Where it was before, just moved over slightly. And here's a map of the United States, same reason. And of course, we've still got all of our books and things like that. Got the carts for the kids in here, just different places. And we've got a table right here in the center with some stools around for us to sit and do the majority of our work on. This is such a great little table. It is the table from my study, and it seats four pretty easily. It's from IKEA, as are the stools, as are most things in this room. Over here, you can see the couch is still there, like I said, and then we've got another one of the kids' school carts over here. And then I have moved in this shelf from my study. So it just has all the school stuff that was either in my study or a couple other places from the house, but mostly from my study. So now it's just all here in one place. And yes, the puzzle table still is over there. But once the couch is gone, the puzzle table can move. So my kids have totally been loving this space, and they've actually been spending more time in here than they did when it was a living room, which I find to be a little funny. And something that I love is that now they're doing more crafty art kind of things, which I've always wanted to have kind of an art table in the house, and now having this table in here really does kind of double as an art table. Yes, it's a table where we sit and do school stuff, but it's also a table now where when we're not doing school, the kids are doing all kinds of art projects. And because the art supplies are organized here on the shelf right behind with easy access for all kinds of different kinds of paper and paints or oil pastels, crayons, markers, all that sort of thing, they're just kind of helping themselves and just doing a lot more. Plus we've got handicraft things back here as well. So they're having a blast, and I'm kind of loving it, which is good because yesterday I was having so much regret. Oh my gosh. I was like moving stuff in here and tearing my study apart, which I'll show you here in a minute. And I was just like, this is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. We won't have a couch. We won't have a place to sit. What if people come over and the kids don't have a place to play? Like all these thoughts were going through my head, and I was like, I just thought it was the worst idea. Oh my goodness. I feel better now. I had a long conversation with my husband about it last night, and he was like, no, this is a good idea. And I was like, okay, if you're sure. But then I woke up this morning and I was like, it is really pretty. And then I came out a little bit later and all the kids were in here together doing art. And I was like, you know what, this is really special. So I think we're okay with it. We're gonna keep it. Okay, so like I said, the couch still needs to go, and then the puzzle table will move over there. We'll have the windows available again over here, because right now the windows are just kind of blocked and I don't really love that. And other things that I would like to do in this room after it's totally done is get a table for the patio so that we can have an outdoor classroom space also, plus an outdoor living area, it will double as both kinds of spaces. And then possibly get a couple of comfy chairs to put in front of the window over here. I know I just said clearing the window, but I feel like chairs are different than a table as far as the window. They don't really block the window in the same way. So, and comfy chairs are really important to me for a homeschool space, but these are things later down the road, because for now we are not investing any money into this space. Okay, let's go take a look in my study and I'll kind of show you what I did. Okay, so now we're in my study, and basically I took out the shelf that was right here, and that is now the shelf that is in the schoolroom. I had so much homeschool stuff that was just stored in this room that we were constantly running around and grabbing because I spent a lot of time in here, so I wanted to have a lot of the stuff available to me here, and also because we did used to use this as a homeschool space, but we outgrew this space because this room is very small. So anyways, I moved that shelf out and a lot of the stuff that was in this room, which is really nice. And I haven't really done any more rearranging in here yet. Also, the table that is currently in the schoolroom right now is the table that used to be in this room. So now I have my son's old desk. So this table is very small and it's not a permanent solution for me in this room, but it's working just fine for now. But what I would like to do is, if we are going to keep the schoolroom as a schoolroom, which we'll decide probably in a few months or something like that, then I would like to get one more table like the one that I had in this room. So basically, I'll get my table back and we'll have a table for the schoolroom. It'll be the same table basically. Anyways, I don't need to buy chairs to go with the table because we have stools in there that I already had. They were just in a closet, and yeah. So that's really it. So yeah, that would be the first thing that I would want to purchase, would be just a new table. And I get those from IKEA. They're under $100, so that's really fantastic. And then the second thing that I would want to purchase would be patio table, so we have an outdoor class space or some kind of outdoor patio seating something, so that we can do outdoor living and outdoor school a lot. And then the third thing would be possibly those chairs to put by the window as a comfy seating space indoors. So that is the update on the schoolroom. And that's probably about enough of that. All right, now I need to go get the kids started on school. Baby Firefly just woke up a second ago and I gotta get to cooking. There's a lot to do today. Let's go do it.
All right, so first up is a new recipe. This is a recipe for potatoes that I found on Instagram, of all places, but it looked really good and I thought, hey, I'll give it a try. So I'm basically just taking some of these small golden potatoes and I'm just cutting them pretty much mostly just in half because these are already small, but you could totally do this with larger potatoes and just cut it into quarters. All right, once I got those cut, I put them all into a big mixing bowl and then I added in some olive oil and then realized I forgot to put the onion in there. So I'm adding one chopped, just regular onion. All right, after I finish chopping that onion, I'm just gonna add that into the mixing bowl there with my potatoes that has the olive oil. I'm gonna add in just a little large pinch / handful of salt and a little bit of pepper, and then I'm adding in some Dijon mustard. I think this is some kind of like stone ground mustard or something like that, but just a Dijon mustard. Just don't use like yellow mustard basically. Supposed to add in 3 tablespoons. I just added in what was left of the jar because it looked like about 3 tablespoons. Mix it all together. Once that is all mixed, I'm just going to spread that evenly here on a lined baking tray, lined only because that makes for easy cleanup, not because it's necessary for this recipe. And then I'm putting that in the oven, which I have preheated to 425 degrees, and that will bake there for 50 minutes.
Okay, I just put baby Firefly down for a nap, because he went for a nap and then woke up 5 minutes later, and now he's maybe back down again. We'll find out if he wakes up or not. The oven, okay, those potatoes have been in there for about 30 minutes and you guys, it smells so good in here. I cannot wait to eat those potatoes. Okay, so that is done. And now I want to get started on baking some gluten-free challah for my son. I keep a stash in the freezer, but we're out right now, so I bake for him about once a month. So anyways, that is happening today. And the kids are in the other room working on some independent work that they have for school, so they're just good in there. They were playing outside for a while, which was just, I mean, it's gorgeous out today. It's been really cold lately, and today it's like in the 60s. So when they wanted to play outside, I was like, please go play outside. But it was cute. They had brought out a bunch of art supplies and kind of set up their own little outdoor classroom space, which just made my heart so happy because this is like what I envisioned for our family, and here they are doing it anyways. Yeah, for a while they were all around it. It was just, it was really cute. I enjoyed watching. Okay, so the time right now is about 10:30 in the morning, so I am feeling good about where we are. I wish we were much farther along with school, but I'm also not sitting with them, going through school with them. I'm just kind of popping in and out, so that does make a difference, as does baby Firefly's nap schedule. And I do have a lot of cooking today, so school will not be done this morning. It will be more of an all day in and out process, and that's okay. Okay, but anyways, right now, I'm gonna get to that gluten-free challah, and yeah, let's keep on doing all the things. All right, 2 things you can tell from that. 1, baby Firefly is not asleep. Baby Firefly woke up after about a minute, so that's fun. And 2, I picked up the sugar to bring it out to make the challah. It was not closed properly, which most likely I did. And when I pulled it out, kind of swung it around, and sugar just flew everywhere, which means now I have to stop and clean a million little granules of sugar off my floor in both the pantry and the kitchen floor. This is fun. Okay, that was sarcasm. All right, but that's just the way it goes sometimes, and we're here to share the good and the bad. But okay, you know it's coming. You know it's coming, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna go clean up, and then I'm gonna bake challah. See you in a second. Okay, got the sugar cleaned up. It was really cute. Little dude came in and he sees the mess on the floor of all the sugar and he goes, "Wow, that's a yummy mess." He's not wrong. All right, after I finished cleaning up, I started gathering ingredients for the gluten-free challah, and then the potatoes came out. Check these out. They look so good. I'm gonna wait for them to cool off a little bit before I try one, but I will report back. Okay, and now gluten-free bread.
I have shared my gluten-free challah recipe before in a previous video, so I will link to that video in the description box below for you if you are interested in trying this recipe at home.
All right, it's time. We're gonna try the potatoes. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri ha'adamah. That was good.
Yeah, I love them.
It's good.
Yeah.
I approve. We'll make this again.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there's like a little zing to them from that Dijon. It's good. Definitely like it.
Yeah.
Okay, back to bread. Okay, school is going great. They're wrapping up the last few things that they have to do. Luckily, it's very hands-off for me today. I'm just kind of making sure that they're doing stuff and then looking it over once they are finished. So this is working out great while I'm in here cooking. Bread is in the oven, but there's gonna be like several batches of that because I only have 4 like tiny bread loaf pans. And since this is just for one person, I want to just do the little bread loaf pans and not like a whole huge loaf of bread because I don't wanna waste bread. All right. I'm gonna start putting together lunches for the kids because it's almost noon right now. My brain is going like 97 miles an hour right now. But it's good because we're getting a lot done. And then after lunch, we'll get started on the next 2 things that I wanna make for Shabbat.
Lunch was pretty simple today. I made some turkey sandwiches for the kids. Each one has them just a little bit different. And then I filled another compartment on their trays with strawberries and bananas. So just a little strawberry banana fruit salad. All right, then for one of my kids, they asked for chips and sour cream, so I'm adding a little bit of vegan sour cream as well as these horseradish and chives potato chips. And then for the other two kids, they requested pretzels, so they're getting these Clancy's honey pretzels. Everybody is getting a couple of cookies and a fork for their fruit salads. And then in the last little compartment there, everybody's getting these little granola minis that we get from Costco. In a very classic mom move, I'm eating some of the leftovers, which the kids ate pretty much everything, but a couple of the kids did not really finish their fruit salad, so I was more than happy to eat that because it was very delicious fruit. And then I had some leftover spaghetti and meat sauce that I had made earlier in the week that I just still had in the fridge.
Okay, I was just in tears just a few moments ago. I was looking for my baby wrap, this one that I'm wearing right here. This one is my favorite. I have a lot of different baby wraps and carriers and things like that, but this is my favorite. It's the one that I grabbed first. It's what I wear the most, and I take it everywhere with us. Hadn't worn it in a couple days. The last place I could remember wearing it was the park like 2 days ago, and I could not find it anywhere. It wasn't in any of the usual places where I put it, and I was in tears. I thought that I left it at the park. I was so upset. I've worn every single one of my kids with this wrap. Like, I don't want to lose it. There's a lot of sentimental value attached to it besides the insane practicality of it. Right as we were about to just like get in the car and drive to the park on like the off chance that maybe this wrap might still be sitting there on a rock or something at the park. Little dude found it. Oh my gosh, so I am like very relieved right now. And we can just keep on going about our day. This day has been a bit of an emotional roller coaster, let me tell you what. Yeah, I know. But it is found, all is good, everything is right in the world again. So, all right, let's make some veggies for Shabbat. All right, this is a recipe that I absolutely love. It's hardly really even a recipe. Let me show you. It's 2 ingredients. So I start with this frozen bag of vegetables that I get at Costco. And this is just like a fire roasted veggie blend with like Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, bell peppers, and onions. Toss in some olive oil. And I just heat this up over the stove so that it's cooked. And then I add in a little bit of barbecue sauce. And it's amazing. That like fire roasted taste with the barbecue sauce is it's phenomenal. It's really, really great. So we're gonna make that real quick and then I can save that to just reheat that for Shabbat lunch on Saturday.
So I forgot to mention this, but I do spray them down with a little bit of avocado oil to cook them. This is like per the package instructions to cook them with a little bit of oil in the pan. So that is what I am doing. And then I'm just going to add in the barbecue sauce once that is cooked down a little bit. It's probably about a 1/4 cup that I put in here of barbecue sauce for the half a bag or so of veggies that I used.
All right, we're doing great today. This is awesome. We've gotten all the gluten-free bread baked. I've got enough mini loaves of that to last us for a month. Those potatoes are done. They're in the fridge to save now until Shabbat. And then the roasted veggies are done. I'm just gonna cool those off here for a little bit and then I'll put those in the fridge to save for Shabbat. All right, the only thing that I still really wanted to do today as far as Shabbat prep goes is a dessert for Shabbat. And for that, I was digging through the freezer the other day, getting some ideas for like what can I cook from the freezer for like meals and things for the family, yeah. And I found the Buckeyes that I had put in the freezer from Thanksgiving. So I had made like the base of the Buckeye. But anyways, I had put those like sans chocolate in the freezer just with the leftovers. So at some point when he will let me put him down, which is not right now, I know it, I want to pull those out and just cover them in chocolate. And that may not be till tomorrow, but that is okay too. Because we got the rest of the cooking done today. All right, he's a little bit fussy, so I'm gonna go just love on him, walk him around, try to get him to sleep on me at least, because he's not sleeping in his bed. So anyways, that is what is happening here, and I'll check back with you guys in a bit. Okay, baby Firefly has gone down for a nap. I have no idea how much time I have right now, but I'm gonna try to get those Buckeyes coated in chocolate. Maybe that makes them Buckeyes. I guess right now they're just kind of like balls of peanut butter and sugar and fun. Anyways, gonna try to get that done real quick while he is asleep. Whew, okay, I did just go out and check the mail, only to realize that Mr. Firefly had already checked the mail. So I went out for no reason, except, here's where it gets good. There were birds with bird feeder. Chickadees, they were so cute. Chickadees are super cool little birds, and they will actually eat out of your hand. It takes like some time to get them used to you, but like eventually you can sort of train them to eat out of your hand. I've never done that. I'm probably not gonna do that because I don't have that kind of time, but it's neat. They're very friendly little birds, and they're really cute at the bird feeder, and they don't mind like me being out there when they're there. They're like really friendly just being around people. So anyways, point is, that made me really happy. Okay, I'm gonna find some chocolate chips and we're gonna get to work on these Buckeyes.
And of course, I will link in the description box below for the recipe for how I make Buckeyes. So check out the link below in the description if you would like to make these at home too. Once the Buckeyes were finished, I put them into the refrigerator so those could cool. And then I got to work putting the bread away and just kind of trying to get everything done.
Okay, baby Firefly is back down for a nap. We will see how long this one is. It has been just like up and down, up and down, up and down with him all day, and he's not happy about it, but that is okay. All right, so what is happening now? I have a few minutes here before I need to go start making dinner. Dinner tonight's going to be pretty easy. I'm pretty stoked about this. I've decided to start trying to do a theme night each night for dinner. So like one night will always be pasta. I can't remember which nights are everything. I think Tuesdays is taco because Taco Tuesdays. So every Tuesday night we will make tacos, and there can be variety in the tacos. Like maybe we'll do beef tacos one night, like American tacos. One night we might do like fish tacos. One night we might do like chicken tacos. Like we can have variety in the tacos, but every Tuesday night is gonna be tacos. I think Monday night is pasta, and Wednesday is probably fish. Thursday can be breakfast for dinner. I don't know if I have all the dates right, but those are some of the themes that I have come up with. And I'm just gonna pick 5 themes because why plan for more than 5 meals a week? Because something else will always come up or there will be leftovers. So anyways, breakfast for dinner. But before I need to start making breakfast for dinner, I wanted to come in and do a little bit of stuff on my nature journal. Okay, this is my nature journal, just a big watercolor notebook. And I have done really honestly hardly any watercoloring this year. All I have done this year is my phenology wheel, and I'm not even finished with that yet. All right, so this is my phenology wheel from 2022. So as you can see, I did not finish yet. I know what I'm putting in each of these spots. For October, I'm going to put a butterfly that I snapped a photo of already, so I just need to put that in the spot. November is going to be changing leaves, and then December is going to be cedar waxwings that I saw migrating. So pretty stoked about that. So I just need to add in those 3 things, but I have the photos of those items already that I took, and I just need to fill it in at some point. So anyways, my phenology wheel for 2022. So I want to set up another phenology wheel for 2023 so that hopefully I won't get so behind. I mean, this year I had a pretty good excuse with baby Firefly. I got definitely very behind, and I have been playing catch up. I also want to set up a monthly phenology wheel, and I'm just going to try this for 1 month for now. But basically a phenology wheel where every day I will go in and put like the high and low temps, draw like a picture of the weather and something else. I don't know. I'm going to figure out. And then like around the circle of that phenology wheel, kind of like here in the white spaces on the outside, I can draw pictures of things that I see. So I think that could be a neat thing. And I'd like to try that for a month, see if I can even do it, and then hopefully keep up with it after that. But I do still want to do the yearly phenology wheel as well. I just really love phenology wheels. I think they're really, really cool. And until the time when I have more time to do actual nature journal pages, the phenology wheels are going to do it for me. So I want to set that up. Okay, let's make that phenology wheel. Okay, I got one done. I got the yearly phenology wheel finished, so this is now good to go. I can start on this whenever I figure out what I'm going to do for January. But I have the entire month of January to figure out what I will be putting in that spot, so no rush on getting that now. I am going to pause here though, and instead of making that second phenology wheel for the January kind of like weather and all of that sort of thing, I'm going to wait and do that at some other point. I have no idea when. Soon, I hope. Maybe tomorrow morning. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyways, the kids are hungry, so I'm going to pop in there real quick and throw some dinner together for them. And that is what is happening here. Let's go make some dinner.
So my oldest asked if he could make dinner, and I was a-okay with that. He did decide to stick with the breakfast for dinner theme, but he like made all of the choices. So he did more strawberries and bananas here on the trays, as well as some scrambled eggs that he made and some waffles that we made in the oven. And what else is on there? Some hash browns that we just also did there in the oven. So yeah, it was a super yum meal.
All right, and with that, we are all done here. My husband is working late tonight. He has a meeting. So we're just gonna hang out here and have a movie tonight. Me and the kids, we're going to watch The Scarlet Pimpernel. I have a lovely discussion about history. And that's really it. So thank you all so much for watching. Yeah. As always, I super appreciate it. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button. Give this video a thumbs up. I would super appreciate it. It helps my channel out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. I would absolutely love to see you here again. Last but not least, don't forget to check out the information that I left for you about Babbel in the description box and pinned comment below, and click my link for 60% off your subscription. All right, and with that, we are all finished. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload. This is what I do for filming. There's a lot of car honking.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay, so the only thing that I wanted to still do today as far as Shabbat prep goes, that's really loud. But I do still want to do the yearly phenology